So greetings once again, and it is time for another mail time video. Maybe a little bit chatting too, talk about some plans for the spring. But let's get right into it. Let's dive into the first. This is the biggest box got in recent weeks. This is all post-Christmas stuff now. A couple of Valentine's Day things and some other goodies. So this box is from Debbie and Dave. Thank you for the letter. Just like writing about some of the different birds she sees at a bird feeder and stuff. They are coming back. More and more birds are being seen. Today is February 20th, so spring is not too far away. But I'm already seeing the birds return. Because we did that video recently at Middle Creek where we saw the swans and the snow geese have come back. All right, so let's talk about what's in here. First of all, there were two of these in here from Starbucks, like some kind of yummy. It's like pumpkin bread, but those are both gone. There's two of them in here. Those are perishable items, so I ate those. Trust me, those disappeared pretty quickly. So yeah, here's the other one. But I did say the bag, so I could show them. So those were yummy. So thank you for those. And something else that I've been digging into and eating were these Crunchmaster crackers. There were 4 of these packets in here, and I've been working on them. 2 of them are completely gone, and this is the only left in this one. They're definitely crunchy. They're kind of addicting too. They have a crunch. Let's see what else is in here. I got these, the almond M&Ms. Yeah, she made a comment because I said the peanut M&Ms are one of my favorite, but then she likes the almond ones, which I do too, because it took a lot of willpower not to open these for this long. I've had this box for maybe several weeks already. But I do like the almond ones too. This is a resealable bag. So now we shall open it. If I can get it open. Let me get back to you on that. Alright, we got it open. Yeah, there they are. You know, the almond ones are good too. I wish they would make cashew ones, but I think that would be maybe that'd be too much money for them to make. I'll try to make these last as long as possible. Those are good though. And then 2 other things in here. Oh yeah, there's a DVD in here. The Private Life Deer. So I'll have to check that out. Oh, it's from the PBS The Nature. I grew up watching the nature shows on PBS. And in this book, which I'm kind of interested in, Guide to the Gettysburg Battle Monuments. I know this past summer, or is it past fall, I was down to Gettysburg with John, and I mentioned possibility of making a video series where we visit all the different monuments at Gettysburg. And I think I'm actually going to do that. It's a series I'm probably going to call The Monuments at Gettysburg, but we'll talk about that in a future video. I'll probably start that up this spring. Probably quite the endeavor, but we're gonna see what we can do with it. But this is gonna be pretty awesome. This will be very helpful with that. It has all of them. I've been struggling to find a website that literally has every single monument mentioned on the website or in a book. So if this indeed does have every monument mentioned here, that would be awesome. So that's cool. All right, thank you, Debbie and Dave. All right, we do have a few Valentine's Day cards. Yeah, and a little bit later in this video, I talk about what some of my plans are for this spring and summer on different new series I'll be working on, and continuing some of the ones I am. Here we got a card from Linda. That's a little old-fashioned-y looking Valentine's Day card, like they made back in the old days. The old style there. Thank you for the gift that was inside there too, Linda. And we got one from Robin. Well, this is not necessarily a Valentine's Day card. But there you go. Cool card. So thank you for that card, and thank you for the gift that was in the other envelope. I believe it was the same Robin. Thank you for that. If not, if it's a second Robin, thank you. But I believe it was the same last name, if I remember correctly. So thank you. Let's see what else we got here. And we got a letter from Jack here, so thank you for the letter. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for the little gift that was in the card too, or the letter, that will get used, especially these days with the way prices of that substance are going, if I can word it that way, gas. So thank you for that. That'll get used, definitely. And we got a card here. This is from Dale and Linda from Michigan. Got a beautiful bird on there. I believe that's a cedar waxwing. So that's cool. And they sent me some books that they got. I think they got at a yard sale. Yeah, yard sale. So yard sale books. Yard sale books are always cool. You usually get them at a good price too. But we got some Civil War stuff here. Fort Sumter. Maybe we'll get there someday. I'd like to. From the Richmond battlefields, more Civil War stuff. So, and then, cool, check this out. It's a book on cannons from an introduction to Civil War artillery. So, wow. And then some of the cannons that we've seen, like we went to, where was it? Remember Fort Foote last summer? Those huge, massive cannons. They're in here. If I could find them. Yeah, here's one. The Rodham guns. Probably not the exact ones we saw, but that's what they look like. Remember that from Fort Foote, those big giant ones. So they're in here, so that's cool. Yeah, because we do spend a lot of time at Gettysburg this summer. They also come in handy. Plus, there's all kinds of other Civil War battlefields we can visit just to the south of here too, so we'll be looking through those. Thank you, Dale and Linda, for those books. All right, we got box light shoved up here. This is from Misty, I believe. The name was. Yeah, Missy, not Misty. Missy Misadventure. All right, what did she send me? Well, they came in two separate packages, but she sent me some magnets, two different types. Everybody knows that when I put the magnet on the front of the Jeep here in front of Naomi, it tends to blow off. I'd gotten some, but they're just these small flat ones that were a little difficult. That once you got them on the middle, it was difficult to take them back off. But she got me these ones that look like this. They're like push pin magnets, so you can put them on and easily grab by the thumb and pull them off. So that will work. Actually, kind of cool to get those. And she sent me some other ones too that I could use for that purpose, or just anywhere in the house, the refrigerator, or anywhere. I can't open it up. They got little world maps on them, like actually there's six buttons in there. So those are pretty cool actually. So thank you. Those will get used in future videos, definitely. Probably actually tomorrow when I go film somewhere. All right, it's got two other things here. All right, pull this other box over. One was a heavy box. Heavy means books. All right, but through night, everybody knows the through night flashlights that I have in these videos, or that I review. But they sent me two again. This one's called the Archer Mini. Just a small one. I haven't tested them out yet too much, but we'll do that in a future video. I think it is charged up a little bit. So we'll do a review of that later. Not sure when. But they sent me two of these, so obviously that means I'm going to give this one away in a future video, just like I did recently with another flashlight. I put it at abandoned wine cellar. So this will go to one of you eventually. All right, so that'll be for the future though. Then got another box here. This is from Renee. So thank you for the letter, Renee. And heavy usually means books. There's some goodies in here. All right, the first one is a book that I always wanted to get, but I think I kind of forgot about it in the past years. But it's this one. It's The Trees of Pennsylvania, by someone called Charles Fergus, or usually goes by Chuck Fergus. He often wrote for the Pennsylvania Game News, which was the Pennsylvania Game Commission magazine. It was kind of that smaller little magazine that went out every month. We used to get it when I was younger. I used to enjoy reading that. But he wrote a column in there called Thorn Apples. And he has a book like that too. I have another book of his called The Wingless Crow. So years ago I ordered this book from Amazon, but they were like out, and then anyway, it never got to me. What's cool about this is it's not just like a simple identification. He actually writes about the trees, like from his own personal experience. So it's not just like a field guide. It's kind of interesting from someone who's familiar with the trees and writes about them. So that is pretty cool. Might talk about that book a little bit later. I got 3 others here. Great natural areas of eastern Pennsylvania. So some of these places in here we've been to in the videos. And of course there's one for western Pennsylvania. Just missing the one for central Pennsylvania. I'm sure there is one somewhere. So lots of ideas of places to go. And then here's another one, Exploring State Forest Natural Areas. This is also by Charles Fergus. So that's cool. There he is on the back. Not sure if he's still alive or not though. Yeah. Yeah, I think that place, right? I think that might be Mount Logan Natural Area. I do plan on being there this summer. There's some cool stuff up there, like a plane wreck. We'll get to that in a future video, hopefully this spring. All right. And as always, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the kind words and the books and all the little things. They are appreciated, definitely. So yeah, but let's talk a little bit about plans for the spring and summer. So I've got a lot planned that we hope to do. Of course, we're going to be continuing some of this series, you know, get back on going to the state parks, try to get every state park in Pennsylvania. What are we up to? 80 out of 121? I think it's where we were. So this spring, maybe even in March, we'll start getting back to that. State parks are always nicer to visit, you know, in the spring, summer, and fall months rather than winter. Then we've got the French and Indian War series going on. Got a lot of plans for that this spring. Doing some of those expedition, like Braddock's expedition, the Forbes expedition, the Catanian expedition out in western PA. Still got to finish up some of the forts here, the Western Defense forts. And then there's the French forts that were in western Pennsylvania too. So there's still a lot to film in that series. So hopefully we can wrap that up this summer though. Then, of course, once we're done with the French and Indian War, hopefully we'll be able to start like a Revolutionary War series too, so hopefully. And of course I mentioned that Monuments of Gettysburg series, which hopefully will be starting up this spring. And we're soon going to be wrapping up the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania series. I actually did make a playlist for that in the playlist section, going all the way back to 2016 is when I started doing those videos. So if you watch any of those, you'll be going back to the beginning when, yeah, so some of the older cameras and things like that. It's kind of interesting how things change over the years from a YouTube filming perspective. But yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to hike a section up the Chimney Rocks, and we're doing my first t-shirt giveaway up there at that site. Be hiding a t-shirt up there somewhere at Chimney Rocks. Yeah, so I only have 13.5 miles left of the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania to hike. So I'll get 3.5 miles done tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, and then only have 10 miles left. So I'll have to find another trail to hike. I'm thinking about doing the Horseshoe Trail here in Pennsylvania. It's about 140 miles long. So that'll give me some more like hiking opportunities. And there's plenty of hiking opportunities, but I love to have these goals where I have like a whole trail I want to finish. It kind of just gives you almost like unlimited, you know, opportunities of hiking. So maybe we'll do the Appalachian Trail in Maryland or New Jersey. We'll see what happens with that too. But yeah. Also, I know years ago I was working on a series on edible and medicinal plants. I know some of you missed that. I might be doing that again. If you'd like me to start it up again, you can say something in the comments. But I was thinking about doing like a Trees of Pennsylvania series. So I love my trees. So we'll see. The only problem is, like I said, I have just a lot I want to do. So we'll see. Anyway, lots of ideas out there. But I think I'll let you go for now. As always, thanks for coming along this little mail time and chat. If you have any other ideas of series that you would like me to do, you can say something down below in the comments. That doesn't mean that I will do that series, but it might give me some food for thought, you know, some other ideas. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.